Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, I am Amber of Unique Upcycles, and in today's video I am actually going to be doing just a simple little nightstand thrift flip that I picked up from my local Value Village. My last several videos have been massive prep, repairs, redesigns. I wanted something that I could just paint and have it be super easy and relaxing and not a lot of work. I will be selling this guy, so I will be going over the numbers with you at the end of the video. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that little subscribe button and bell notification. I try to post videos every weekend. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I got this little guy for $6.99 at the thrift store. I don't normally pick up single nightstands, but it is a Kroehler, which is a good brand, so I saw the potential and went ahead and picked it up. So I'm starting by removing the drawer, and then I'm going to remove the hardware. I'm actually going to reuse this hardware on this one. And then using a TSP substitute, go ahead and I pre-mix it in my spray bottle and clean it, and you can see how dirty that was. And then afterwards I go back with just a clean wet rag and wipe any residue down before I start painting. The sides of the drawers had a little bit of texture, so I just took a sanding sponge and sanded them smooth to the touch, and then wiped back any dust with a clean cloth. This guy was in pretty good condition. It just had a few little dents and dings, so I took some DAP wood filler and filled that in and then sanded it smooth once it was all dry. This piece is actually particle board with a laminate veneer kind of sticker. It's not even a wood veneer on it, so I wanted to make sure that I got all the dust and all the grime off so that my paint would stick to it. I then applied 2 coats of Zinsser bin shellac based primer with a chip brush. I started upside down because I originally wanted to keep that base. I was trying to keep this as simple and easy as possible, but knowing me, I can never do that. So once I was done, I didn't like the base on it anymore. It was too short, so I unscrewed it, and then just with a few taps of the hammer it came right off, and let's give my tan lines on my feet a little moment. Then using a sanding sponge, I just lightly sanded any texture that was left over from the primer and then wiped back any dust. I am using the color Tally by Mélange today. It's a really deep green olive color. I am using my Zebra Palm Pro brush to apply Tally. I did a total of 3 coats. Off camera, I also went ahead and used some frog tape and just taped off any edges and areas where I didn't want any paint so that I could have clean lines. Out of sight, I do have a mister bottle. I do miss my brush every once in a while. However, I feel like Mélange's consistency is nice and smooth where you don't really need to water it down. If you're used to like a Dixie Belle or an Annie Sloan that's a little bit thicker, Mélange is definitely a smoother texture than that and doesn't require as much water. I then went in with a small detail brush to get behind the drawer edges, and here I'm applying the second coat to the front of the drawer. After I cleaned my hardware, I decided to spray it with Rust-Oleum Flat Black. The legs I'm going to be adding are black. I do have a whole video dedicated on how I clean my hardware, so I will link that in the description below. I'm going to be using Dixie Belle's Big Mama's Butter Wax, and I'm applying this with my Jolie pointed wax brush. You just put a liberal amount on, and then after you have that all buffed in, you take a clean microfiber cloth and just wipe off any excess. I also did this to the inside of the drawers. I will not be adding peel and stick contact taper because the drawer is in such good condition. Like I stated earlier, I'm going to be adding new legs to this to raise it up, so I'm just marking off the little holes with a pencil and using my drill to drill pilot holes to prevent my wood from splitting when I actually do drill them into the base. Also, one of you guys suggested that I sign up for Buy Me a Coffee, so if you'd like to help support the channel as well as keep me caffeinated so I can continue to do flips, the link is below. And let's take one more look at what we started with before we get into the final reveal. And here is the final reveal. Like I said earlier, I will be listing this one for sale. I have a total of $32 into it. That's the purchase price plus the legs and paint. I'm going to be listing this for $150 because it is a name brand, and that's with hopes to make a $118 profit. I will keep you guys updated when and how much it sells for. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.